Hello? Yes, guys, welcome. How's it going? Hope everyone's good. Like I say, let me share my screen. Yes. How's it going, everyone? Hope everyone's having a good day. Welcome back to another stream, guys. Like I say, if you've just joined, drop a like, drop a comment. Let's see who's here. Let's get straight into this one today. Ali, welcome. Welcome, mate. Yeah, gold's been absolutely shocking all day. I'm not going to be... hopefully we've jumped on at a good time to get a breakout here. So let's see if we've come on at a good time. Belle, good afternoon. How's it going? Aaron, how's it going? Aaron's here. Ali, Belle, Round, how's it going, mate? Yesterday we came into a lot of chop. I hope today that we can sort of catch something. Yo, Austin, how's it going, mate? How's it going? Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good day. CPI soon. Yeah, we've got CPI in about 45 minutes, but we can try and catch some pre-CPI trades. That's not a problem. You know, we've got 45-minute window to try and catch some trades, which is absolutely fine. 1 second. Yeah, we can try and catch some CPI trades. But yeah, guys, good to see everyone here. Like I say, gold's not really done much. I'm going to break down the session since we came on. You know, a lot of people, this is the kind of push. This is the price action that you want to try and find. You want to be doing business in this price action here. I say you want to be doing business, you want to be trading, whatever. You want to be trading within this price action here. These sells to the downside. Can you see? 1 o'clock. Sells to the downside. Even this price action here. You know, you want clean moves on gold. Where we don't want to be looking to execute are within these tight ranges. Okay? Within this range here, and if we come out of it here, look, you can see. We don't really want to be looking to do anything within these tight ranges, and we've had another range like so. So, you need to understand that it's just a cycle. It's just a cycle, consolidation, and then you get the significant move. And all we're doing now is waiting for this. All we're doing is waiting for this. So the longer, like I said, the more you sit on your hands and sit out of this, understand that this good price action's coming. Alright? So, like I say, if you've sat on your hands and not traded this sideways PA from like 7 o'clock till now, be happy. And understand that the good price action could literally be 15 minutes away. And that's all I think about. I understand that we're ranging. I understand that I don't really want to be trading within the ranges because that's not my strategy. My strategy is to trade as we break out with volume. All right. And I'm going to break down exactly what I've been looking at all day, really. It's not really changed. So we came onto the chart about 7:30 this morning. And in the community, the range that we actually had was buys above here and sells below this level here. Big range because of this big sort of push to the upside. We had this big push to the upside. When you have, just remember, when you have big pushes, you tend to have bigger ranges. When you know, are, for example, pushing up a little bit and ranging, pushing up a little bit and ranging, you tend to have a smaller range as if you would, for example, do something like this. You'd have a bigger range, okay? And don't look to trade. Don't say to yourself, oh, I'm only trading a 20-tick range because I feel like trading a 20-tick range. No. Trade what's in front of you. Trade what the market is giving you. Because the market doesn't care about how big you want your range to be. The market does what it wants and trade what's in front of you. And right now, yeah, at this point, this morning, is this range big? Yeah, but I understand that we've had a big move to the upside. If we've got a big move to the upside, I understand that the range is going to be bigger. Alright. So, that was the range. We was waiting for closes. And if we just play it forward, look at that. Close above. Had a decent close above here. No follow through. No entry. Straight back down. And yeah. When gold actually pushed up and rejected, I just changed my range to this. Okay. That was my new range on gold. What I was waiting for. Okay. And that was really the only breakout that we've had since Look, we've literally traded within that range ever since I changed it this morning. So we've had one breakout and no follow through. So if you say to yourself, oh, we've had a breakout of the range, I didn't get an entry because we didn't continue higher and we continue pushing back into the range, be happy. You know, be happy that you've stuck to your rules and you haven't traded this chop, because this isn't good price action for us to be trading. Like I've already mentioned, we want this. All right. So right now, the range I've got coming into the US session, if we just go onto the 4 hourly really quickly, a bit of a higher time frame breakdown here. Gold, if you look at where the higher time frame levels are, look at this. Gold is, look, support, resistance, resistance, support, now acting as resistance. Gold's coming into a big higher time frame level here, that, you know, we've tapped multiple times on the 4 hourly. So for me, if gold, you know, if we do get a break above, as soon as gold comes into some sort of big resistance like this, I'm going to be managing my trade for sure. This is a point where I'll literally, if I get longs today, I'll be managing around this area, this higher time frame area. We have tapped it a little bit. I do think if gold is going to reverse, it'll have to come and grab some more highs. You know, look at the 4 hourly. We haven't really grabbed any liquidity for it to start pushing down yet. So if gold is going to have a significant push to the downside, I'd expect it to come up, maybe take some more 4 hour highs and then push down. Okay, that's something I would expect on the 4 hourly, just for a little bit of a higher time frame outlook. I don't really tend to be too concerned about the higher time frame 4 hourly. I just look at it for maybe 5 to 10 minutes before a session, just to see if we've grabbed some liquidity. Like this morning, look at this morning. The 4 hour candle this morning took lows here. What did the next 4 hour candle do? It pushed higher. So like I say, you've grabbed liquidity to push higher. We haven't grabbed any liquidity to push lower yet. So could we push higher, take these highs and then reverse? Potentially. That's something I'm going to be looking at. All right. So another thing to look at, like I say, we're trading in between on gold. We're trading in between two higher time frame levels. Look at that. We're trading in between these two higher time frame levels. At either side, it's big support and resistance. So we can definitely trade it. Look at the range that we're in. You know, from this high to this low, you've got 500 ticks almost, which is absolutely fine. So let's see which way we break out on our 30-15 minute range. And the range I'm using coming into this session, is sells below this level here. I've had this level since this morning. I'm looking for sells below 32.51 here. As I've just mentioned on the higher time frame, how many times we've been reacting. Look how many times we've been reacting from this level on the 15 minute. Multiple times as resistance. So if I'm looking for sells, it will be below this level. And I'll be looking to sell into this sort of level down here. I'll just be looking to trade it down into this level. You know, if we do get closes below here, I've got a decent range. You know, look at that. I've got 80 ticks into that sort of level at around 20, you know, 32.40. Okay. So that is something I'm going to be looking at on sells on gold. It will be back below this level here. Okay, that's what I'm going to be looking at on gold for sells, back below this level. Hasn't really changed since this morning. And for buys, you know, we've been rejecting from this level here. I'm going to be looking for buys back above here. I'm going to keep it kind of nice and clean. You know, we've just had big wick rejections here, and here. Like I said, I'll be using this range right now on gold. Probably waiting for this 30 minute now to close below if we're going to look for them sells. Okay. So yeah, that is the analysis. I'm waiting for a range breakout. Literally, we are sideways. So I'm just waiting for this this closure and breakout. Okay. Guys, get some questions in if you've got any questions too. You got questions? Get them in. All good. Let's see who's here too. Drop a comment if you're joining the live today. Let's see who's tuning in for the session. Any questions, any comments? Like I said, drop a like, subscribe if you're not already. And yeah. But yeah, not super clean this morning. Look at the 30 minute. 30 minutes is very sideways. Basically like a barcode. Anybody, like a lot of retail traders will be getting trapped in within this range. Yo, Tyler, how's it going, mate? Welcome. How are you? Welcome, mate. Hey, Angie, welcome. Welcome, everyone. So yeah, I feel a lot of retail traders will be getting trapped within this sideways price action. And I never trade ranges really. And you can see that gold here is in a clear sideways range. So a lot of retail, you need to understand what a retail doing. A retail are getting blasted. They've blown accounts trying to long and short within this range. Long, short, taking trades within this range, blowing their accounts. We don't do that. We simply wait for a break below the range. Break below, I'll be looking to sell into this sort of level, this clearance down here. If we break above, I'll be looking to buy into this level, which is very clear above. So I've got my levels where I'm looking to buy into. I'm just waiting for them closes now. So, like I say, we stay patient. We don't get chopped about in this range. We're break even today, all good. We'll catch our 1 to 2 trades when we get that breakout with the volume, with the direction, and with that confirmation, okay? Yo, Nancy, Ashton, welcome. Yeah, welcome everyone. Yeah, range is very ugly. I agree, mate. Like I say, we don't trade ranges. We're not range traders like this. Like I say, I'm always happy that I've got a strategy that doesn't allow me to trade this chop. Because when I was an unprofitable trader, I used to always try to get involved in these choppy ranges. Always. When you find something that allows you to stay out of chop, then that's what I'm happy with. I don't want to be trading this. But like I say, as soon as we break out and we get that closure, I'm looking to act. I'm looking to act. But yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Good to see everyone staying patient today. Has anybody taken any trades today? Has anybody taken anything? Let me know. Anybody taken anything? I'm personally tradeless today. I tried looking for entries. The only entry potential for me was the breakout here. But, the breakout here. This green candle breakout. But it broke out and it didn't even give an entry. It just pushed back down. I wanted to see that momentum continue this push higher into that level, but it just didn't. And it continued to just do absolutely nothing. But this is what you get high impact news. Just like I say, when we come into the US session now in a minute, we could get some entries. So just about staying patient and not blowing your accounts until that. Because we've taken, look, if you look at this 30 minute, we've taken liquidity here. One sec. Look, we've taken liquidity here. So we've taken highs. Now we just need the closure below. And it looks like we're going to get that. So if we close below here in 4 minutes, I'll be looking for sells. First targets will be these lows. Okay? Spoke to Dan this morning. He said he joined your chat. He joined your live because someone in the chat told him to give you a look. Oh, right, nice. Cheers for the shout out. Appreciate it. At least we're doing something good here, I imagine. Yeah, but TikTok lives have been doing really well, like 80 to 100 people. Well, like I'd say on average 70 to 80 people who join, which is good. A lot of people who want signals on TikTok, which that's what TikTok is. It's like people on live giving signals all day. Not something I do. Like I say, I'll show my entries if I take something, but I'm not there trying to give you like 50 signals a day. Not a chance. But like I say, I do like TikTok. TikTok's good, you know, you get some questions in. This could be a nice trade, guys. If we don't take this liquidity here, this would be a nice entry to push down further into these lows. So we've got 3 minutes to wait. If it takes the liquidity, I don't want it to close as a grab. If it closes as a grab, I can't take it. But if we close nice and strong, I'll be looking to sell into here. But yeah, if you look at the 30 has grabbed liquidity. So we've taken liquidity, we're closing bearish. I'm watching this 30 for sells. Let me just update the community really quickly. So yeah, all I want to see now really is the next candle sort of push up a little bit, give it like a minute or so, and then flip bearish, and then continue this sort of bearish push to the downside, like so. That's something you want to see now. You want to see this continue to the downside. So yeah, I'll be looking for shorts on this next 30-minute. It'll be the hourly closure as well. So it'll be an hourly closure and 30-minute closure. So this could be a nice trade. Remember, we do have news, so reduce your risk. If you are looking to trade near news, reduce that risk. But yeah, I'm just looking for that top wick now. Nice top wick and then flip bearish into these lows. Done for the day. Done for the session. See you tomorrow. Like, how many ticks have we got down into there? Like 20? Not bad, not good. Let's see anyway, we've got 20 seconds here. Nice top wick. Flip bearish, push down. I'll probably have my stops above this level, guys. I'll probably have my stops above here. I won't have it on the wick. I'll have it above here. Just because I think gold might, you know, it could flip, push up and reflip bearish. I don't want to prevent that. I want to prevent that as much as possible. So yeah, all I want to see really now is this new candle push up a little bit. Doesn't have to be all the way up here. Just push up like up to this point, you know. Give it a minute or so. And then I want to see it flip bearish. Because all I'll be looking to do is take a sell with this volume. I'll be looking to take a sell with this volume. Like so. Into this, like, clearance here. So that'll be my entry. Okay. Yeah, by the way, I'm not in this yet, guys. Just waiting. Because I thought you could impulse entry of the break of the trend line. Ah, yeah. Buy and sell warriors. It's literally people saying buy now, sell now. It's crazy. I took a trade. Yeah, we discussed that, bro. I only use it for targets. So, like, if you had a trend line here, if I bought down here, I'd take profit on the trend line break. if this breakout takes that liquidity, would you still enter? Ali, if we come and take this liquidity now, I'll just look to enter, trade down into this level. But it's hard work because we pushed down so much. It's hard because we pushed down so much already. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. I wanted shorts, but it instantly pushed down, pushed back up, and then pushed down again. Yo, Wham, how's it going? Welcome, man. How are you? See, this is how you'd want to enter this trade, but you'd want it to push up first. And it just instantly pushed down. Like, how many ticks did it push down? Like 15 ticks. It's like, give us an entry, gold. See, look at that. Insane push. If this 15 closes bearish, I'll take the next 15, guys. All good. If this 15 pushes, I'll take the next 15. Look at that. Goldie, what are you doing to us? Da, 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 da. What a push. Did anybody somehow get in that? If you got in that, you want to be going break even at least. That's a very nice push. Look at that, 60 ticks. If you somehow entered that, fair play. What's Naz doing? Yeah, Naz is just dripping its way up. Oh, nice, I'm got in that. Yeah, I didn't get in because it pushed down first. If you look at the minute chart, just to show you where the entry look, so the closure was here. It pushed down and reflipped. So your stop loss would have been 25 ticks. Not bad. Not a bad stop loss. That would have been your entry, though. The low of that candle. So that would have been your entry. Which isn't bad, but look how close it is to that liquidity. That'd have been your entry. I just left it personally. Yeah, we've still got potential here, guys. Don't worry, still potential. Took that at break even. Now, Tyler, good work. Guys, if you took the reflip bearish, that's absolutely fine. If you took the reflip bearish, you'd have just had like a 24 tick stop loss. You know, your short entry would have been there. I personally didn't because I didn't like how close it was to the liquidity. But if you did, all good. Worked out. I would have liked to have got that. It just didn't show. Super clean. Yeah, if you're in this, you want to be taking partials and definitely be at break even. Like I say, you've got 38 ticks there. I see this pushing down into some of this structure, though. I see this pushing down a bit. What's the daily saying? Yeah, daily candle could... Oh, yeah, daily candle targets are nice as well, guys. You've got like a double bottom almost. Yeah, I like that daily double bottom. Yeah, that's a textbook entry. If it gave a better entry, that'd have been good, but that's just textbook. That's just a textbook entry, guys. If you're in the community, guys, and you look at the impulse entry, that is a textbook impulse. You know, and if you really wanted to be more conservative and you couldn't really watch the chart so much, just have your stop on the high, up here, where the level is, and let it run. You know, you can trade this strategy really how you like. Anybody, guys, have you all managed? Make sure you're managing your positions. Like, it's all good getting a good position. Getting a good position is just one thing. Getting a good entry is just one thing. How you manage it is a top. Like, you can be a profitable trader just off entering positions and leaving them, but you're unprofitable because you manage them so bad. Like, you're coming into a level here. Reduce risk, take partials, and go break even. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be going break even, I'd take some off the table and let the rest run. Whether your targets are down here, you know, you've got a decent entry there. But yeah, that was all broken down, guys. Good stuff if you took it. Yeah, so basically, if it's just a reflip bearish, this one. Manage 35 ticks, good stuff, Aaron, mate. But yeah, this isn't a bad stop loss. You know, 27 ticks isn't a bad stop loss. Anybody else manage that? Anyone else manage this entry? Entered at 32.25 and out 32.45. 55, nice. Ali, I'm gonna see how this next 15 closes in 6 minutes. If we get like a potential wick fill and a top wick, I'll get an order in there. There could be another entry in literally 7 minutes. If, like I say, if that doesn't set up, then yeah, I'll be waiting for a new range. To be honest, if I'm going to be looking for the next 15 to give me an entry, if it doesn't give me an entry, I'll be waiting for closes probably below here. This white level here. Okay. And then if you get below here, you probably got more pushes to the downside. Because if this 15 closes bearish like this, if the new candle opens and pushes up, I'll enter a sell in to fill this 15-minute wick. Okay. Nice work, Nancy. Good stuff. Yeah, because if this 15-minute closes bearish like this, I'll be looking for the next 15-minute candle to push up. I'll take sells into wherever the wick is. So wherever the wick low is, down here, I'll be looking to sell into that. Because what does gold need to do before it pushes higher? It needs to come down, take some liquidity, and push higher. So all I'm doing is selling into the liquidity before it pushes higher. And I'll be done. Because I can capitalize on that move, which is like 30 ticks. And 30 ticks is all I need. Yes, Tyler, good stuff. I buy it when the last bullish 15 close above resistance. Ah, yeah, this didn't close above resistance. This didn't close above resistance. This 15, you've been trapped as a retail trader because that 15 took liquidity to reverse down. So you've really just taken a retail buy there. And that's what I teach not to do in the community. You know, you haven't closed above your range and you've taken liquidity. At most, you want to be going very, very small risk. I wouldn't even take that myself. That's something, that's just a retail trap. You've come up, taken liquidity, you've bought thinking that you're above this level, you're not, and you've reversed and taken stops. But look at this. Look at this candle that we entered on. Closed below the level, didn't take any liquidity, and we still had these lows to take. Good stuff, Nancy, though. Class. Great work. Great execution. Yeah. That's what it's all about. That is literally what it's all about. Waiting. Waiting for the plan. But yeah, let's see how this. I could be on for another entry, guys. I'll see how the next 15 opens. Like I say, I didn't take it, but we did break it down. We knew exactly what we were waiting for, and it played out, which is good to see. Did I get an entry? Am I bothered? No, but like I say, we'll just take the next one. There'll be another position. Made up for my stupid mistake this morning. That's it though, Nancy. Like, if you understand that, if you just waited for this one trade for the day, you'd be in you'd be in a lot better position. This is why I say, just don't get FOMO in here. You'll get your trade and you'll get your win. Next 15 could be a buy. Why would you be looking to buy, mate? Next 15 sells. It depends how we close. If we don't close with any wick to the downside, with no like, if we close at this level, then there'll be no selling because there's no range to sell. The only way I'd sell is if we created, in 2 minutes, if we pushed up and had a wick to sell into. There's no wick and no range to sell right now. So if we close with some wick, then yeah, I'll sell. Good stuff, Tyler. Good stuff. Yeah, I'd personally be looking to get out a lot of it at this level. This level here is quite big. But yeah, beautiful stuff there on Naz. On gold, sorry. Let's have a look at Naz. Yeah, Naz is pushing higher as well. Naz is pushing higher too. Yeah, gold smash TP there. Gold absolutely smash TP. It will move down to 32-30 area before pushing up. Bro, I don't look at the market like that. When you start looking at the market like that, you're just trading with emotion, mate. Like, why do you think that? It will push down to 32-30. 32-30 before pushing up. That's just the biggest guess ever. Is the market telling you that it's going to do that yet? Not at all. The market's not telling me that it's going to do that. Like, who's to say that? Yeah, it's good to have an idea, but who's to say the market's going to do that? Like, just react to what it's doing right now in front of you, and that's all we did here. That's all we did here. Yeah, I made a silly mistake with the impulse off the entry trend line, but a lesson. Yeah, good stuff. Just take a lesson from it, mate. Take a lesson from it. Like I say, win, lose, just learn from it. If you took a win and, for example, you, I don't know, used too many lots on the trade, well, it's still a lesson. You know, you've won, but it was a lucky win. Bro, mark price yesterday's 50% high and low. You can sell the low, yesterday's low. Chris, I don't do any of that, mate. I trade simple price action levels, and I trade into targets. My targets in my plan say sell into a level, sell into a low, into a level. I wouldn't want to trade into any 50% or daily low because that's not my plan. I keep my plan very simple. When I get an entry, I trade into lows and levels. I've traded into this low here, TP. I've traded into this level here, TP. I don't need to know any 50%. I don't need to know any daily high and low. Like I say, I keep it simple. We haven't got a crystal ball, lol. That's it though. That's it. Like, just react. Just trade the market what it's doing right now. Literally this. What it's like. The people, seriously, the emotional, the people who are very emotional traders are the people who are saying gold's gonna do this and then it's gonna do this. Like, the people who are saying gold has to do this, gold will do this, they're the people who are trading very emotionally. And they're the people who are blowing accounts. I'm sorry, but it's true. I used to do it. I used to be the guy who was like, oh, gold will come into the 50% off, gold will come into the 61.8 fib, and it has to reverse. It doesn't have to reverse. Get it out of your head that it has to do something. Just trade what's in front of you, trade the candlesticks, and find your little position and be done. Chris has the crystal ball. That's fine. Chris, if you want to trade with that, all good, mate. If it works for you, sweet. Like, I wish you all the best. But what I found in the 7 years I've been trading is I'd rather just trade what's in front of me and keep it as simple as possible. But if it works for you, bro, that's fine. Crazy profit, thanks. Good stuff, Lex. Good stuff, mate. Yeah, good stuff. If it works for you guys, good stuff. Guys as well, go and follow my Instagram. I've just linked my Instagram in the chat. Go and give it a follow. Yeah, I post a lot of stuff on there now. I'm starting to post a lot of more stuff on there now. So go and drop me a follow, and I'll give you a follow back. Yeah, I wanted to enter this flip too, but I just couldn't because there was no range to trade into. We were coming into a big level here. I'll probably just wait on this 30 now. Yeah, next 30 Saf could be a decent entry. I learned your strategy through your video. Wow, it's very simple. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I've got 3 different entries I look for. I've got impulse, half risk, confirmation. That's it. And that's the thing, if we come into this level here and we close bullish, taking this low, I'm going to be looking for some pullback longs. We could take some pullback long trades. So I could be looking for longs. That's the crazy thing. Think it's going to go down or high in NQ? Let's have a look at NQ, bro. Oh, no. There's no way I'd be looking for sells. No, I'd be looking for these highs to get taken first, mate. When these highs get taken, then I'd look for sells. I'd be looking for any sort of entries around here to push into them highs. These highs, this double top here is very likely to get taken on NQ. Yeah. But like I say, let's see how if we hold this support on the 15 and 30. Yeah, the levels is what has kept me out. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Like I said, don't get me wrong, we could push down further. Like, we've got so much liquidity and levels down here. We could push into, like, 32, 33, this sort of area here. I need to wait for a 30 closure, though. The next 30 is the only entry that I can really take, because I need to clear this range here. Like I said, I don't sell at levels. I don't buy and sell at levels. I wait for closes. So my plan wouldn't allow me to sell here. I'd need to wait for this 30 to close now. But look at that push there. Pushed like 87 ticks, which is insane. We have got news in 10 minutes as well, guys. So let's see what we do in 10 minutes. If anyone's got any questions as well, guys, feel free to drop a question in the comments. They're all welcome. All questions are welcome, guys. So yeah, 30-minute clauses below this level. Like I say, if you're in this position, I don't know if anybody's still running this position. I personally would be fully out here. You know, the next level where price could push is 32, 33. So I'll probably be looking to sell below here into that level, into that next range. That would be the next point of interest for entry now. All right. Right, guys. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get something. But we need to wait for these clauses. Beautiful. Oh, gold's been super clean pre-US, I'll tell you that. Super, super clean. But yeah, if I was, you know, this position here, I'd be closing at this level. Close at this level now. Close at this level now. And if we get that 30-minute closure below this level here that we've just closed the first position out at, you can then look to sell down into, then I'll be looking for sells down into this level here. So profit taken, if you close below, then you just get a re-entry down into this level and then down into these lows here. I don't trade with emotion, I do trade truth. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff, Chris. I'm not saying you do, bro. I'm saying a lot of people who say price action or price has to go here, it has to do that. They do trade with emotion. Not singling anybody out at all. It's just a general thing that I see. You know, I've had a community for a year now. I've had people message me on TikTok all the time. Not even in the community. Like, I understand like what emotional traders do. Guys, I've just got this position on here for anybody who's still entering. For anybody who's still in this position, you'd be break even. But let's see if we can get that closure below. News in 10 minutes. Port Tactic Gamble. Let's go, champ. Yeah, let's go, bro. Let's go. I haven't heard that in ages. Let's go, champ. I remember that. Let's go, champ. What's your opinion on meme coins? I mean, a lot of people make good money scalping them, but you need to have like this software and stuff. I don't know. I don't know too much about them, but I personally don't put any sort of money in meme coins. Even though some people have. But you need to understand, guys, end of the day with meme coins, like, yeah, people hit these huge gains who like are professional meme coin traders. But where people win, a lot of people, like, when people win that money, or when people make them gains, the people lose as well. The other people lose, of course. So, you know, one person wins millions, they'll 95, 99% lose everything. So, would you say it's good? No. Not at all. That's the thing, mate. You've lost more. You could literally, rounds, you could like put money into a personal account and grow it. There's a gap at 15. There's a gap at 15. What, 15's down here? Do you mean? What do you mean, DK? What gap? Oh, above. I don't know. I don't see a gap on this chart. Yeah, let's see how this 30 closes. We have got news, guys, in 5 minutes, remember. We have got news in 5 minutes, so stay patient. If this 30 closes below, I'm going to see what news does. If the news candle pushes up and doesn't flip bearish, then we'll be open for sells. Or I'll be open for sells. So just see what news does. What does everyone think news is going to do? Get your predictions in, guys. Like I say, we don't predict too much here, but for news, it's all good. And it was, people think news is going to do up or down. Yo, Terverus, how's it going, mate? Yeah, welcome, Terverus. How are you doing, mate? Yeah, that 15, the 15 entry here was clean. This next 15 was clean, but I don't want to be selling at that level. I don't want to be selling at this level here. Big structure. Yeah, guys, you can trade my strategy. You can trade my strategy anytime. London, Asia, US. Like I say, you don't even need to be trading the opens too. You can be trading any session. Anytime, really. Just trade it around your schedule. It's going for the highs. That's my prediction. Nice. Yeah, you've got some trend line. You've got some trend line to take here now. Look, trend line. Could gold push up and take this trend line? Possibly. News bullish, bullish. Push down, then up, then down again. Chris, nice. Good stuff, guys. Half risk entry on the 15. Yeah, if it closed bullish, you need a bullish strong closure for a half risk rejecting the level, Ali. Like this bearish closure here. Okay, bearish closure, rejecting the level, taking liquidity, and then you get the push down after. You'd need a bullish closure, rejecting, sweeping liquidity. Good break even today. Made a slight mistake, but made it up pre-London. Nice. Good stuff, Terverus. Yeah, pre-London was super clean. Pre-London here gave a really nice entry. Here. That was a very textbook long. That was like... How many ticks were that? 210 ticks? That was a very, very nice trade. But yeah, I'm watching this sort of range for now. Oh, guys, let's smash the likes if you've not already. You know, we've got 14. Let's smash 20 again. I'm sure we can hit 20, guys. Let's crush it. Let's crush it. If you've not already, like I say, always like, subscribe. Drop any questions if you have any too. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Got a tad early. Yeah, not too bad, mate. At least you manage risk. All good. You manage risk. See what this news does anyway. Oh. Closed on the level. See, with news now, but I expect news to push up instantly like it's doing. And if it reflips now... If it reflips now, the sell volume could push down, refill this range. But a bit, I tell you what, a bit of volume on news for once. Oh, Dean, how's it going, mate? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if this 15 gets below this level now, I'll be looking for sells. Because you've created support now at this resistance. So for me, this would be my range. Look. This would be my new range I'd be trading. Let me get out of this. This would be my new range. I know it's big, but like I mentioned at the start of the stream, when you have big pushes on gold, the range that you have to use is quite big. But yeah, back below here for sells now on gold. Alright. So if this 15 closes bearish, then I'll be looking to sell into this structure. Yeah, Naz, guys, exactly. Smash them highs like we said. Beautiful. TP smash there. You know, you got some... I know Sahan took some longs down here this morning. Which, if he held a runner... If you're here, Sahan. If you held a runner, I mean, drinks on you, bro. Drinks on you. What a trade. That was textbook as well. That was a textbook trade. Yeah, if this 15 closes bearish, then I'm going to be looking for sells. I need to get below this level now, though. I need to get below this structure here. Because we've used this as support, prior resistance. Have I done any trades today? No, I haven't, mate. It's literally been sideways. This price action I don't trade. I stay out the market. I've only been really looking to trade now. And I almost had a sell stop in, but it didn't flip correctly. Yeah, Ali, 100%. With Naz, you just gotta, you know, get a good position and let the runners run. You're definitely right there. But yeah, 15 closure below here, guys. I'm going to be looking for sells. Alright. But yeah, that is that's the cleanest range for now. Some clean ranges on gold now, guys. Some decent clean ranges. If we can close below now, that's sound. If we can close below now. Nice bearish closure. I'll be looking to sell into this structure down here. Can gold just continue pushing now? Let's see. Let's see. You know, you've got so much liquidity to take down below here that we could just keep pushing. Something I'm interested in. Yeah, so nice strong 15 closure below this level, then I'll be open to sells now. Alright. Like I say, I'll be looking to target this area. Which is sound. That's a nice... how many ticks would that be? You know, let's say we get some sells from here. You've got like 40 ticks into first target, which is nice. But that's the thing as well, if we reject the level and sweep some... Like, this level's big now, because we can take half risk and full risk around this level. If we close below, we can take full risk sells. If we react from the level and close bullish, we can take some half risk buys. And then I've got full risk buys back above here. Alright? So that's the plan for me. That is the plan. But I don't just want to sit in this range for the rest of the session. It would be a bit poor, wouldn't it? Cheers for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. How many? 16 likes. Nice one. 17, sorry. Nice. But yeah, clean range on gold now. It's good to see. It's good to get... I don't care that we've pushed down so much. It's good to get out of this chop here. You know, we've got good opportunity now. There's better opportunities now than there was in London. You know, this is the volume you want to see. Now, like, a breakout is literally around the corner again. Now we're getting that volume. But if you didn't take any positions in this, don't be concerned, guys. Don't think that you're doing something wrong. Like, you should be happy. I'm happy when I don't take positions in this price action. Doesn't bother me. Does anybody else trade NAS here, guys? Because them levels were crushed. That profit target was smashed. You know. Look at that, 4.5 R. I don't even trade risk to reward, but beautiful entry there. And now what we're doing is within this range here. Yo, Jason, how's it going, mate? I'm gold, bro. Nice. Nice. Yeah, you literally are gold. Your picture is a gold bar. Yours, that's like the most. That's the best picture I've seen. Good stuff. I love it. You are gold. Nice one. Yeah, 15-minute closes below. I'm going to be looking for sells. I'll probably just sell into sort of this range area here. I need that closure though. Get that closure, then I'll be looking for entries. Golden. Nice. Yeah, I really only trade gold and NAS on like sometimes expresses, mostly just combines if I see an entry. Cheers for the likes, guys. I appreciate everyone who's liking and subscribing. Nice one. It does help. It does help. Like 812 subscribers now. Nice. Yeah, but at least we've got that news out the way as well. News is out the way. We've got a clean range. We've got targets. All good. So now we just need to wait for some clauses. This 15 in 5 minutes could give an entry. 15 clauses below, then I'll be looking for sells. So, like I say, I'll see how this 15-minute closes, and then we'll go from there. Do I use ORB? No, I don't, mate. I trade levels and breakouts. I don't use ORB. What is that? That's a new one for me. Harvey, do you think you'll have any entries coming? Yeah, potentially, mate. I just need to wait for some clauses. If this 15 closes bearish below this level, I'll have some sells. Like I said, I'll assess in 3 minutes if there's an entry or not. Or if the hourly somehow closes back above here, then yeah, there's longs. But it's all about this hourly, and, you know, we could have an entry in 3 minutes, we could have an entry in 18. We just need to wait, really. So, like, yeah, stay locked in and see if there's an entry then. But yeah, we could have something soon. But yeah, ORB. If I'm being stupid, tell me. Is that something I should know? Is it like a ICT concept or something? Nice one, guys. 20 likes. Smashed it. I appreciate everybody. Seriously. ORB, open range breakout. Yeah, literally wait for closes of ranges. Like I said, I don't have all these fancy names. I literally use levels of support and resistance. I use levels of support and resistance in the market like we've got here. Look, support, support, support. Get above there. Closes, I'm looking for buys. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Close below, I'm looking for sells. That's all. Literally, all I call them is a range. Levels. Let's have a look. I think Tor is helping out here. ORB is open range breakout from the range of the first 15-minute candle post opening of the market. Basically, picks a bias within 5 minutes of candle. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, guys. For me, that's just too much. Like, yeah, it might be easy when you learn it, but I just trade ranges. I trade breakouts of ranges, and if that works for you, that ORB, perfect. But for me, like, I just find ranges within my session and trade that range, you know, just on price action that's in front of me. Like, I've never really heard of that, to be honest. But like I say, if it works for you and you find success with it, why not? I find success with finding ranges based on support and resistance in the market. Like, if we close above here, I'm looking for buys. Closes below here, I'm looking for sells. Like, that's it. Obviously, I have to have everything aligned with my entries that I look for. But that's another thing. But yeah, cheers for the explanation. That's another thing. Like, I've always overcomplicate. Like, when I was unprofitable, when I was an unprofitable trader, I always tried to reinvent the wheel. I tried to, like, make trading a science. Like, keep it simple. It's not a science. It's literally, you already know. Like, most traders or most people who, you know, have been trading for like 2 to 3 years already know enough about the markets. They already know enough price action to be profitable, but they try so much to add stuff, reinvent new things, that it just overwhelms them, and it's just too much analysis, and they get bugged out by it. A lot of the time, it can mirror your strategy at New York Open. A lot of times, London high and low breakout of those isn't. Ah, okay, nice. Yeah, like, sometimes they probably will align. A lot of stuff does align. Like, I see a lot of traders who trade SM, like, fair value gaps. And look at this, guys, all right? Let's say that you were a fair value gap trader and you go, oh, look at this. I've got a fair value gap here. Price is going to push into it, and it's going to reverse to the downside. Well, all Joe's seeing is a level. Look, support, 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 support. I'm just keeping it simple. I don't have a fancy name for it. Fair value gap, inverted fair value gap, turtle soup. Like, a lot of people have fancy words for stuff and try to recreate stuff. Well, it's basically just support and resistance. Look at the chart. Support, 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 support. Acting as resistance and pushing down. Like, they think that they've got an algorithm in the market, and you're like, it's just support and resistance. And then, yeah, if you close above this level, which is also what they would call an inverse of that fair value gap, well, I'd be looking for that entry anyway, because I'm above my level. So I'm looking for buys above this level, and they are. So they do correlate. You do see a lot of them mirror. You do see a lot of strategies mirror, and all I'm doing is keeping it simple to me. Like here, a lot of order block traders will be like, oh no, we've cracked it. This is an order block. Well, it's not. It's just a level of support and resistance, mate. Look, I've got the same level as you. You're overcomplicating it with these fancy words. I'm keeping it simple. And a lot of people can understand simplicity. And simplicity creates good execution. And good execution increases profitability. I don't care what anybody says. Turtle soup, yeah. Literally, they've got these crazy names for stuff. I can't trade. So yeah, when people are coming up with these concepts, just take a step back and see really what, like, look at it for what it is. All right, guys. Like, I've been trading 7, going on 8 years now. And I understand that a lot of it is just basic support and resistance in the market. But, guys, don't get me wrong, if it works for you, do it. Continue to call it what you want. If it works for you, it's fine. Like I say, I don't hate on any strategy. Okay? I don't hate on any strategy. If you can be profitable with RSI and indicators, please carry on doing that. But 99% of traders who start trading wanting to learn, a lot of this, you know, these fancy words, you know, it's a lot for people to actually understand and put it on the chart. And when they actually come to the execution, their execution's everywhere because they just can't understand. It's just overanalyzed chart. And look at my chart, guys. I've got like 2 lines on my chart, 3 lines. Let's give it, I'm probably going to give, I'll give it this 30-minute closure here. See how this 15 closes. Either, you know, either we get above this level and we can start looking for longs, or we get below here and I'm going to take some sells. Alright. So there's a couple of opportunities. What, Tori, you couldn't say it better. Literally, that is perfect. It's not that the strategy, guys, it's not about the strategy, it's this. This is why it's got such a bad name with me. The fact that, you know, literally, like she says, there's, you know, look at that. This strategy will make you, just like Tori says, this strategy will make you $1 million in a month. That's a lot of the stuff that comes with it. And then they'll start saying, oh, we found this new strategy, this and that. And it's like 15 indicators, 17 concepts. They're trading about 35 pairs. And the average person who doesn't, you know, the average person who starts learning how to trade will look at that, be so overwhelmed, and it'll come to the execution and they haven't got an idea how to actually execute the plan. Hope to see you in Vietnam. Yeah, I hope to be back in Vietnam soon. I left Vietnam about 3 months ago. I was in Ho Chi Minh. I was in Nha Trang. I went to Phu Quoc, Quy Nhon, Da Nang. That's it this time. Yeah, they're the places I went to this time. But I've been to a lot of other places. Like the first time I went to Vietnam, I went to Da Lat as well. I like Da Lat. Da Lat is Da Lat's quite good. I like Da Lat. I look forward to joining you with the trade. It's an eye-opener to understand this method. Yeah, good stuff, Jason. Nice work, mate. If you could, like I say, guys, if you can join the session and leave it better off, I've done a good job, personally. I feel like I've done something. Like, if you can just join the session, learn 1 or 2 things, that's perfect for me. That's why I do these free 1 to 2 hours a day. Like I say, you don't get me trade, like, in the community, we're basically trading live all day. This is like what you get in the community all day. But, you know, I give 1 to, on average, about an hour and a half a day on YouTube Live. So if you can learn, pick something up, that's perfect. Tell you what, I might go to Thailand this year, yeah. I might go to Thailand at the end of the year. I have a lot of friends in Thailand I need to go and see. So I might do like a 3-week trip there. Just to see my friends, and then, like I said, I don't stay in Thailand too long anymore. I used to, I was living there for a long time, but I'll go back for a couple of, maybe a month or something. But yeah, I'm happy with this weather right now in the UK, to be honest. Not too bad. It's like 25 degrees today again. Guys, if I'll have a look at the comments in a minute. If anybody wants to join the Discord community, trade with me, learn my full strategy, everything that you need to become profitable with the system that I trade is in the community. If you want to join, click that link and get signed up, okay? Dalat is quite cold. Yeah, at night it is. At night I needed a jacket in Dalat. In the day it was fine. But yeah, at night I definitely needed a jacket. Yeah, Dalat's more peaceful. Dalat's like a more peaceful place. I like it. Hope to see you go in November, December. Yeah, let's go. Possibly around that time. Maybe around December where I'm not as busy with like I say, with December, that time, you know, you get a couple of weeks where the markets aren't as busy. I'll still be trading, of course. I'll still be with the community trading. But I might go around there where I can just tap my laptop and don't have to be at a desk setup. Thailand. I've got a girlfriend, mate. I'll probably take my girlfriend with me. I don't need that, bro. The first time I went to Thailand, I wasn't with my girlfriend, but I'll probably take her now. She'll come with me. Yeah, back to being patient with gold again, guys. That's it. That's the game. That's the game we're in. Patience. Where patience pays. Like, I took 7 trades last week. Okay, put this into it, guys. I took 7 trades last week. I didn't even trade Friday, so I traded 4 days out of 5 last week. I took 7 trades, 6 wins. This week I've only taken 1 trade, and I'm up 21 ticks. What do you think about the price of food and the service in Vietnam? Yeah, Vietnam, very, very, very good value for money. Very good value for money. Probably the best I've been to in Asia. You know, you can, like I say, you can do it very, very cheap in Vietnam. Like, I tend to, you know, eat at restaurants and stuff, but you can, like I said, the street food's good. You can get some really nice hotels and stuff. It's very, very good value for money there. I think it's very, like, it's probably my favourite place in Asia. The ones I've been to. I love Thailand as well. But could I live in Thailand? Probably not. I don't know. Like I say, I'll have to go back. I haven't been to Thailand in, like, almost a year now. I haven't been in Thailand for like 10 months. To be fair, both, you can't go wrong with either. Thailand or Vietnam, perfect. The great destinations, great countries, great people, very nice food. good weather, nice people. Yeah, I went to where did I go? I went to Quinnon. And it was literally like you're a celebrity, because there was literally, I was like the only, me and my girlfriend were like the only foreign, like, people, like, English there. So people, yeah, it's good. They're really nice people. The probably the nicest people. What's your best prop firm, bro? I've got a good prop firm that I use, which I've got 35% off. Let me get the link for you. Let me find the link. Okay, so okay, guys. So use that link. That's top 1 futures. You'll get 35% off with the discount code JTC that I've just put in the chat. Can you see? I've just put JTC in there. Use that at checkout, and you'll get 35% off any challenge. Okay. Tsunami though. Tsunami. Where, Nancy? I know. Yeah, there was one in Thailand, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, that was a bit ago, that. Like 2003, 2004. We're about to break the level. Yeah, if we close below here, I'll be looking for cells. I'll be looking for cells into this structure. This is a clean range. I'm happy we've got a clean range for once. Stuff like that doesn't bother me as well. Like, I'll just go to a place. I don't care. Like, I've been to a lot of places now, and I've never had a problem anywhere in Asia. Yeah, in Thailand, I think it was 2004. Your niece lost a house. Oh wow, that's awful. Oh, that was Bangkok. That was an earthquake in Bangkok. Yeah, that was bad as well, to be fair. Tsunami, the actual tsunami in Thailand were devastating. That was 2004 or 2003, I think. 2005, around that time. Yeah, that was an earthquake. That were bad as well, but the tsunami was horrendous. Yeah, that was sort of like PP Island. I've been to PP, and that was just wiped out completely. Like, oh my, I couldn't even think of it. Cheers, bro. JTC, yeah, JTC. It's just the community, Joe Trades community. JTC, you'll get 35% off. 2004, yeah, I thought it were 2004. Does volatility at market open change your trade at all? No, I don't really look at guys. I don't really look at opens of the market. I don't say, oh, the market's just open, I'm not entering. You know, the volatility can really help you in a trade. You know, it can help you push into profit quicker. Partials. I don't really look at that. You can really trade my system, my strategy, my concepts around your schedule, but the volatility does increase a little bit. It does increase as the market opens. Like at 2:30 in 30 minutes, or from now until then, you're going to see a lot more volume on gold. But does it? It doesn't change my it doesn't alter my decision making with entering positions. Yeah, that movie, that was literally, yeah, that movie was about that. Crazy. It was so bad. So bad. I'm waiting, bro, wanting to pass my funded today. Harvey, how's it going, you funded? How's your funded going, mate? When's news? News has been, mate. Stop loss too big now anyway. Oh, hourly Wickville. Sorry, bro. I didn't see that. I tell you what, if this flips there, that's a valid entry for hourly Wickville. I'm personally waiting for clauses out of this range. You know, I don't want to start looking for sells. It come close to this range and reverse and push higher. But is it valid? Yeah, you've got a valid hourly Wickville there. I'm not taking it though. You're at this level. I'm going to wait for this to close below. Get below this level, then I'll look for sells. Yeah, news is past, mate. The good thing about top one, the link that I've just put in with top one, if you take a challenge, you can pass within the day. You can pass in one day and be funded in the day. Like, you can literally pass it, then go straight onto the funded account in an hour or whatever it is. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be waiting for, guys. I'm just going to go and stay active in the community. I've been on for an hour and a half. We did call out a decent short trade here. I know a few caught this short here, guys. If you caught this, very nice work. We did call that out as we brought the chart down of what we were looking for on gold. So yeah, nice 100 tick push there off that call out. But I've got this level. I've got these levels on gold right now, guys. I'm going to be waiting for closes. If we close below here, I'm going to be looking for sells, okay? Any closes below here, I'm going to be looking for sells down on gold. And if we start getting back above some of these levels here, I'm going to be looking for buys. You know, we've got good first targets here as well, okay? So that is my overall analysis on gold, right? How do I join the Discord? If you want to join the Discord, use this link here, mate. There you go. Use that link, get signed up, and I will give you access instantly. You get access instantly to the Discord. But yeah, Discord members, I'll see you there. This is the range. Anybody who's not in the Discord, I'll see you tomorrow at 12:30, 1 o'clock, as always, for another hour and a half. See if we can enter some positions. But like I say, we did call out a decent sell here. I know a few caught the sell. In the chat, I know a few caught the actual sell, which is great. And we'll see if we can catch something tomorrow. Stay patient. I'm personally going to wait for a close below 32.40 for sells. Closes above 32.51 for buys. And that's what I'm waiting for right now, okay? So yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. Stay patient. Trade safe. And like I say, I hope you took some good value away from this live. And if you got any questions, drop me a message on TikTok or drop me a message on Telegram. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, guys? Subscribe, like, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye, guys.